A skeletal figure plays chess against a living man with time running out. A robed old man walks through the world, unaware he's being robbed. God's finger reaches towards Adam in a shape that perfectly mirrors the human brain. These are the 6 visual puzzles left by history's greatest artists, and today we're going to solve them together. At first glance, this haunting Swedish painting looks like a simple scene. A nude young man playing chess against a skeletal figure in a red cloak. But nothing about this dark masterpiece is as simple as it seems. The painting's title, Victoria Mortis, translates to Victory of Death, already telling us who will win this deadly game. Look closely at the skeletal opponent's hand. It's making a decisive move, while an hourglass nearby shows time running dangerously low. The stark black background creates a void around the figures, almost as if they exist in a limbo between worlds. Notice how calm death appears compared to the troubled expression of the young man. This contrast tells us everything about Zurge's message. While humans fear and resist their end, death remains patient, knowing victory is inevitable. The chess pieces themselves represent the moves and choices we make throughout life, each one bringing us closer to our final checkmate. What makes this painting so powerful is how it speaks to our deepest anxieties without a single word. Through this simple yet profound chess match, Zurge captures humanity's eternal struggle with the knowledge of our own mortality, a game with an outcome that's predetermined from the moment we begin playing. If you think people today are cynical about society, wait until you see what Bruegel had to say nearly 500 years ago. The Misanthrope shows an elderly bearded man in a black robe, looking miserable as he walks through the world. But the true genius of this painting is easy to miss. Behind the old man is a much smaller figure who's literally cutting the strings to the Misanthrope's money pouch. And here's the shocking part. The old man is so wrapped up in his own bitterness that he doesn't even notice he's being robbed. Look closely at the ground. Those strange objects in the Misanthrope's path? They're caltrops, medieval weapons designed to injure feet. Bruegel is showing us that while this man is busy hating the world, he's walking straight toward pain without seeing it. At the bottom of the painting, Bruegel adds an inscription that translates to, "Because the world is perfidious, I am going into mourning." It's the Misanthrope's justification for rejecting society. Yet Bruegel shows the tragic irony of this position. In the background, notice the humble shepherd tending his flock. This isn't just a random detail, it's Bruegel's counterpoint to the Misanthrope. While one man performs his duty with simple honor, the other retreats from all responsibility, achieving neither happiness nor true isolation. The circular composition, enclosed in a square frame, creates a sense that we're peering through a lens at human folly, a timeless commentary on those who think they can withdraw from the world, only to find themselves more vulnerable than ever. It's perhaps the most famous finger touch in art history, God reaching out to give life to Adam on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. But what if this iconic image contains an anatomical secret that remained hidden for over 450 years? In 1990, physician Frank Meshberger made a stunning discovery. The flowing red cloth and background figures behind God form an anatomically perfect cross-section of the human brain. The shape includes the cerebrum, frontal lobe, brainstem, pituitary gland, and even the major arteries. This isn't just coincidence. Michelangelo was obsessed with human anatomy and secretly performed human dissections, a dangerous and forbidden practice that could have landed him in serious trouble with the church. By hiding the brain in his fresco, Michelangelo might be suggesting that God isn't just giving Adam physical life, but consciousness and intelligence, the divine spark that separates humans from animals. But the secrets don't stop there. Some researchers believe the red cloth surrounding God resembles a human uterus, with the green scarf possibly representing a freshly cut umbilical cord. Even more astonishing, look at Adam's left side. An extra rib appears to be outlined beneath his skin, possibly representing Eve's future creation. This would directly challenge church doctrine, which taught that Eve was created after Adam, not alongside him. A late-night diner with 4 lonely souls under harsh fluorescent lighting. Edward Hopper's Nighthawks looks simple enough at first, but this American masterpiece harbors emotional depths that have haunted viewers for decades. Notice first what's missing. There's no door to the diner. Look carefully around the entire establishment. Hopper has deliberately created an airtight space with no visible entrance or exit. This isn't just an oversight, it's a powerful metaphor for urban isolation, suggesting these night owls are trapped in their solitude. The harsh contrast between the bright diner interior and the deserted, darkened street creates a fishbowl effect. We're voyeurs peering into this scene, yet remain unable to join or comfort these isolated figures. Study the couple sitting together. Despite their physical closeness, they don't interact. The woman examines something in her hand while the man stares forward. Even in companionship, Hopper suggests, modern city dwellers remain fundamentally alone. The counter attendant in white appears to be speaking, but no one seems to be listening. His uniform starkly contrasts with the dark suits and red dress of the customers, separating him even further from those he serves. The most mysterious figure sits alone with his back to us, face hidden, an embodiment of urban anonymity. We'll never know his story, just as we pass countless strangers daily whose lives remain unknown to us. When asked about the loneliness in the painting, Hopper famously remarked, "I didn't see it as particularly lonely. Unconsciously, probably, I was painting the loneliness of a large city." Those melting pocket watches draped over barren landscapes and strange objects have become iconic. But what was Dalí really trying to tell us with this surrealist masterpiece? Look closely at the strange fleshy figure in the center of the painting. This distorted face with one closed eye is actually Dalí himself, a dreamlike self-portrait. The closed eye suggests the scene emerges from his dreams, where time behaves differently and reality bends. The ants swarming over the orange watch at the bottom left aren't random. For Dalí, ants consistently symbolized decay and decomposition. The barren landscape itself is no invention. It depicts Cap de Crease in Catalonia, Spain, a place from Dalí's youth. Through these melting timepieces, Dalí isn't just creating striking imagery. He's suggesting that our rigid perception of time as fixed and constant is merely an illusion. In dreams, memories, and perhaps reality itself, time bends, stretches, and sometimes completely dissolves. At first glance, this Victorian painting appears to show a simple domestic scene. A man and woman in a comfortably furnished room, perhaps having a minor disagreement. But the title provides our first clue that something far more provocative is happening. This isn't a wife and husband at all, but a mistress and her married lover in a house he has set up for their secret meetings. The woman isn't simply standing, she's having a moment of moral awakening. Hunt filled this canvas with symbolic details that Victorian viewers would have immediately understood. Notice the woman's left hand. She wears rings on every finger except the wedding finger, marking her as unmarried yet kept. The room itself tells a story of moral compromise. The gaudy furniture is too new and pristine to be in a respectable family home. The bright colors and polished surfaces reveal this as a recently established love nest. Look at the details Hunt scattered throughout the scene. The tangled threads on the floor symbolize the woman's tangled life. The cat toying with a wounded bird under the table represents the predatory nature of the relationship. The discarded glove suggests hasty undressing. Most powerful is what captures the woman's attention, the window reflecting a garden bathed in sunlight. This glimpse of the natural world becomes her moral awakening, a sudden reminder of innocence and purity beyond her current circumstances. When first exhibited in 1854, viewers were shocked by the painting's obvious subject matter and the pained expression on the woman's face. The commissioner found her look of moral horror so disturbing that he asked Hunt to soften it, which the artist reluctantly did. These 6 paintings remind us that great art is never just about what we see on the surface. Which of these hidden meanings surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into art history's greatest secrets.